Hey, welcome back to all 11 of my subscribers. This video is going to cover my trades on the TopstepX Combine from March 10th to March 14th. By this point, it's been 31 days since I've started this combine. This one started on February 12th. Let's get into it. March 10th. This is the first day of the week. I was ready to continue my strategy that I've been using the previous weeks. Today was a bit slower than usual because I normally get a signal within the first hour or even sooner, but I had to wait almost 2 hours after starting my session this time. I got my entry to go long and it seemed like it had a pretty good chance. It wasn't obviously against the trend and there was a previous level. The whole trade took about 40 minutes, slowly grinding towards my 50-point target before reversing and hitting my stop loss. When I entered, I had to minimize my screen so I didn't try to exit early. I really wanted the trade to play out without me getting nervous or whatever and just cutting it short. I'm pretty satisfied I followed my strategy even if the trade went against me. March 11th. I'm feeling slightly conflicted today. I got on my computer, logged in, and checked my configuration as usual. Then I waited for my entry signal. I didn't have to wait long. Price was already really close to my entry signal when I started my session, but it never actually appeared. I entered my long because the entry signal was close enough and price was at a level I thought was likely to bounce at. The price hit my take profit in about a minute. I didn't even have time to minimize my screen. I'm pretty conflicted because I didn't technically follow my strategy as I have it outlined, but the trade I made sense to me and I could explain my reasoning to someone else. So altogether, I'd say good trade. March 12th. When I started my session, price seemed to be in a downwards trend. At the orange circle, I was really tempted to enter short. In hindsight, that would have been a winning trade, but I convinced myself at the time to stick to my strategy. Okay, now let's zoom in just a bit. My entry signal to go short appeared, and I entered the trade on time. It nearly hit my stop loss right away, then reversed a bit, then it hit my stop loss for 20 points. I'm proud to say I stuck to my plan even though it was a loser. I find that when I'm sticking to my plan, I don't feel as bad when I lose. The numbers say I'll make money over the long term, so I stick to it and I feel pretty good. March 13th. Today was an okay day. Everything was set up and I just waited for my entry signal. It showed up pretty quick, about 7 minutes of waiting before I entered long. I felt pretty confident. The entry point was at a level, price bounced off before, and so that was another point of confluence for me. But price hit my stop loss pretty quickly. With my one trade closed, I was done for the day. March 14th. When I started my session today, my settings were misconfigured. I spent some time fixing them, but then when I had my regular settings ready to go, I saw I missed an entry signal. Entering short on this signal would have resulted in a loss, so I kind of missed the bullet there. So I decided to do a little bit of price action trading, not exactly following my plan. Price seemed to be trending upwards, and it looked like it was breaking a previous level, so I thought it'd be a good idea to go long. So here's the level, and price passed it by like 25 points, and then kind of held for a bit. That's where I entered long, but price pulled back 30 or so points and hit my stop loss. I wasn't too upset or anything like that. My signal entry would have been a loss anyway, and my price action trade had a good theory behind it. So that was the week. Alright, so now let's go to what it's looking like for the month so far. I've only had one winning day, which is slightly disappointing this week. So this puts the week at a loss of $113.50. For the month, I'm up $75.50. So that's good, I guess. I'm not losing money. And then now for the account recap. So altogether, my account is up $1,345.50. My profit factor is positive, and my average win-loss is 2.43. My win percentage is a bit lower, as like with any other trader, I'd like to get that number up. Looking at the account balance over time, it seems like it's stagnated a bit. As I mentioned at the very beginning of the video, I've had this account open for like 30 days now, and I've only been able to get the account up to 1,345. So like, if you average that out over the time period, it's like $44 a day. So like if you're trading 5 contracts of MNQ, that's just 4 points per day. Or if you're using 1 contract of NQ, that's like 2 points per day. So it just seems so slow. And I might have even better luck just doing like 5 points a day, because even 5 points a day would be a better average than what I'm doing now with my 50 points target and my 20 point stop loss. So that's the account at the end of this week. One thing for sure though is I'm proud that the account hasn't been blown. I haven't taken any ridiculous gambles on it, and I think if I keep this up, I'm gonna pass the combine. I just wish I had a strategy that would pass it faster. Alright, thank you so much for watching. Have a great week.